On January 18th, 2026, the worship team at Red River Unitarian Universalist Church shared a service called Space for Release, Renewal, and Hope. If you're looking for a way to start the year that feels deeper than a typical resolution, watch this service. We're hosting a heartfelt service that blends music and words with a beautiful symbolic ritual. Together, we'll move through a circle of light and water, practicing the art of letting go, the joy of starting fresh, and our connection to the earth. It's a gentle, supportive environment where you can connect with your own spirit and a community that cares. We'd love to share our circle with you. Welcome from Red River Unitarian Universalists. Thank you for joining us. The religion we practice in this church is centered in the here and now, rather than the hereafter. It is more of a thinking kind of religion than a believing kind. It is governed more by reason than by tradition, more concerned with the present than the past. It is concerned with getting the most out of life, with living wisely and well. A major aim for us is continually expanding our understanding of life and ourselves. This church is a community of people who share in the free and open search for a level of understanding that will enable us to be more fully and effectively alive. The church does not tell us what we must believe. It stimulates us to think. It supports us in our search. You are welcome to join us. Our centering value is love, with transformation, generosity, equity, interdependence, justice, and pluralism.
Worship is our shared Unitarian Universalist practice of exploring, connecting to, and creating the ways that our individual lives fit into a larger whole. Not all UUs share the same beliefs or opinions. Our religious tradition doesn't expect or require consensus, but our shared worship forms a vessel for us to find meaning together. We who are Unitarians find meaning through the symbols of rituals. We who are Universalists find meaning through esoteric aspects of those same rituals. We who are humanists find meaning by heeding the guidance of reason and the results of science. We who are Christian find meaning in Jesus and his teaching. We who are Jewish find meaning in the wisdom from the Bible, in Midrash, and in Hasidic tales. We who are atheists find meaning in human responsibility for the future. We who are Buddhists find meaning through experiential practice, study, self-inquiry, and mindful awareness cultivation. We who are pagan find meaning through spiritual teachings of earth-centered traditions which celebrate the sacred circle of life and instruct us to live in harmony with the rhythms of nature. Today, let our shared worship find a vessel for us to find meaning together.
Please rise in body or spirit for our chalice lighting and spoken affirmation. Chalice lighting are the words to light our chalice this morning are a flame to light our path by Deborah Burrell. Fire consumes us and casts a bright light. May our chalice flame consume our regrets for the past, our fears about the future, and our worries about today. May it light for us a path of joy and peace. Join me as together we remind ourselves of the affirmation that is a cornerstone of our free faith tradition. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in freedom, and to help one another. We light this peace candle to remind us of all of the places in the world where there is no peace. Join me in the words now on the screen. Lead me from death to life, from falsehood to truth.
Lead me from despair to love,
From fear to trust. Lead me from hate to love, from war to peace. Let peace fill our hearts,
our world,
our universe. You may be seated. Our rituals this morning include a ritual of letting go, cleansing, intention, and hope. It's written by Lois Van Leer, and we have adapted it slightly. An equinox seed ritual by Diana Smith, which also has been adapted. Today's service is about letting go, metaphoric cleansing, and quenching of thirst, setting of intentions, anointing, healing, new beginnings, and possibilities and connections with the earth. What has gone before is still to come. It is a service of words, music, and the ritual of the burning bowl. At each stop around the circle of flame, water, oil, and light, and earth, each one of you becomes your own healer, your own priestess or priest, your minister, your own teacher. It is your circle of release, cleansing, intention, hope, and connection to walk.
Unfold me like gentle breezes.
Yep.
Join now for our time of practices with words, stillness, and music. Our words are from As the New Year Begins by Kate Lohr. Great Spirit of life, as a new year begins, we turn inward to reflect about the state of our lives. What lessons have we learned in the past year, and which new ones now call us forward? To whom do we still owe an apology or expression of thanks? And with whom must we draw fresh boundaries? As we pause from our regular rhythms of rush, 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 we open ourselves to new perspectives and possibilities. We give thanks for these moments and for the wisdom they afford us. May they help bring us together in the sacred dynamics of life so that we, as individuals and as members of this community, might reach our full potential. As we step across this threshold, let this new year be a year of greater awe and gratitude, of deeper kindness and acceptance, and more courageous acts of conviction. For a kinder, more equitable, and sustainable world is not only possible, she is on her way. And in the quietness of this sacred community, we can ever hear her breathing. Amen, and blessed be. So after this, you do, and I think I've got to sit for you.
At the beginning, I mentioned the different aspects of the Unitarian Universalist Association. And the reason I did that is because a lot of people don't think about that. They just figure everybody who comes to this congregation or any of our congregations believes the same thing that that person does. And it gets difficult for people when there's aspects of the service that are more pagan or more Christian or more atheist. And so one of the things, especially today, that I wanted to encourage all of us to do is remember who we are and do it from our heart. And if you get bored, I have gotten bored before in a service. Think of your favorite poem, your favorite color. Do what your brain or your heart needs. because not all the parts of a service affect everybody at the same time. Is there anyone who is not able to come to the table? Because we're all going to be coming up to this table. Anybody who can't? Golly, that'll make this easy. Yeah. We will assist. No, we're not. Marla will go first to show the way, then help any who require it. Please come up one at a time after that. Each section will be led by a reading of the different directions, which you just heard sung. These are a very pagan part of the ritual, but you could connect to them through your own faith. If you're an atheist, think about the symbols of mind and heart and that kind of thing. This is by Edward Mills, called The Abundant Mystic. With the power of this flame, I release the energies blocking my path. May the element of fire gently burn away the resistance that has held me back from living my full potential. And like the smoke rising from this flame, may the element of air carry away the remnants of resistance and leave me open to new perspectives, experiences, and abundance in the coming year. And so it is. I invite us all now to take the piece of paper that we got earlier, and if you haven't yet, write on it what you wish to let go of or to release. This paper is flash paper, so when you hold it over the candle, it will flash burn. That means it goes up really quick and there's a spark. At this time of year, the collective energy of countless generations supports each of you in letting go of what no longer serves you and prepares you for your most I'd like to bring everybody's attention to what is a traditional birthday cake, in America anyway. Somebody lights the candles and somebody else blows out the candles, having made a wish. Each of us just did the whole thing. We lit the flame and it went out. And so as we all watched, our wishes for our intentions were duplicated as I spoke about the birthday cake now. And I don't know if you can tell, but now we're all a group again, because it was individuals going up, and now with that image, we're all feeling a little more cohesive. The next direction is west. It is water, which is cleansing and to make new. Most religious traditions have understood the element of water as the great purifier, that which washes away and cleans and makes new. It is the teacher of the mysteries of life, death, and rebirth. Springs, streams, rivers, lakes, pools, oceans are compassionate healers, reliving actual and metaphoric thirsts. Water in our lives is the power of purification, the healing balm of compassion, and the mystical presence of creativity. I don't want to say this wrong. How do you say that? Our water quote is by, I think it's pronounced Lao Tzu. Water is fluid, soft, and yielding, but water will wear away rock, which is rigid and cannot yield. As a rule, whatever is fluid, soft, and yielding will overcome whatever is rigid and hard. This is another paradox. What is strong is soft. We're going to start the water in pitcher part. As you approach the bowl of water and pitcher, one of us will pour the water over your hands. Let the water cleanse you, if only your hands, or your mind, or your spirit, wherever your faith takes you. Hello. Often when I wash my hands, when I use a towel, there's still a little bit of grime on it. So I'm going to come around, and for those I've already collected, I'm going to take these and I'm going to burn them at home to get rid of the last bit of your dross. For those of Marla is going to go around and collect. North is often considered the direction of intention, or what you hope to get. What would our lives be like if we lived them with awareness and intention? An intention we can return to at any moment, at any time. The new year awaits. What intention will you bring to it? And I'm not talking New Year's resolutions. This is from Ring Out Wild Bells. It's a poem for every day of the year by Lord Alfred Tennyson. It's also very adapted and shortened. Ring out the old, ring in the new. The year is going, let 'em go. Ring out the false, ring in the true. Ring out the grief that saps the mind. For those that hear we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause in ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners, purer laws. Ring out false pride in place and blood, the civic slander and the spite. Ring in the love of truth and right. Ring in the common love of good. Ring out the old. Ring in the new. The year is going. Let him go. The next section is about anointing ourselves with oil to set your life's intention. Lots of different religions anoint their third eye with all kinds of stuff. Ashes. And it went off. Pagans do it a lot with oil of a different kind. Today, we are going to be using one of three fragrances: lavender, peppermint, and orange. Lavender, I think, is the most, we were going to tell them which one. Lavender's the gentlest? No, is the orange. The orange is the mildest scent. It'll follow you through your day, but not annoy you for the rest of it. Peppermint, on the other hand, will keep you on your toes. So choose wisely. to the person who fell and get back to what we're doing. East is for new beginnings, and we're going to be doing candles. There are two directions for this one. One is direction of flow, so all of us will come in from that side, that little between those two people, right? Thank you for the hands, that's great. Walk around, take a candle from the center. You show it, darling. Okay, we're coming around that way.
Because I've got it set up with the candles lit here.
Ah. And then the first few people will do candles that are towards the center of the table so that none of us go up in flames. That's too much of a ritual for today. Okay. I am going to be doing a reading. You're right. Across millennia, human beings have lit lamps or torches or candles in religious rituals. Are they prayers? Are they remembrances? Are they unspoken hopes and desires? Whatever their meaning, the lighting of candles captivates us still. This is by John O'Donohue. It's entitled For a New Beginning. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered, heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered what you would always live like this. Then the delight when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes open again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure, holding nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon, you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. When you come forward to light a candle, choose again from the center of the table. It will be symbolizing your individual hopes for the new year. I've mentioned that all of us may be of very different faiths. I also want to mention in public that the directions are very specific to parts of the country and hemispheres. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, everything's backwards to the northern hemisphere, and us in the northern hemisphere try very hard not to say that because it's rude. But the directions are more meaningful when they're in your heart. So the symbology of that is more important than which direction. I had it learn 3 different ways throughout my 20 or 30 or 40 years in pagan community.
Today, we also celebrate our reconnecting to the earth in all her glory. I will invite you to plant a seed to honor our connections with the earth. You can take the seeds home to nurture and return the plants to the Web of Life Monarch Way Station later this spring. For this ritual, first, we will take a cup filled with soil and compost. This soil is earth, nourishing our seeds and our life. Compost is mixed in with this soil because what is dead is still part of our world and nourishes new life. Nothing can live without all that came before it, without being part of the circle of life. In this way, the legacy of the past comes into today to nourish our dreams and our future. We make a little hole in the center, about 1/2 inch deep. We must create a safe place, a container to honor the deep work that we each must do, to grieve, to hope, to connect. This hole represents what holds us. We know that we must grow out of it, and we need this place. Then we're going to take a flower seed and place it in the hole. We can plant a second seed next to the first and maybe even a third seed. This is because we cannot do this work alone. None of us can. We're all in this together. You cover your seeds, and then we sprinkle a little water over the dirt. You're going to want to water it more when you get home. Can you sprinkle for me, please? Thank you. This is the water of life. While you are pouring a small amount of water on your planted seed, I invite you to think of all of the blessings water brings to your life. The sacredness of water and water justice as you do this, for water is life. You may take your planted seeds home with you, keep watering them a little, place them in an area where they will have sunlight, and see what grows. In a few months, we will bring the plants back to be placed in our Web of Life Monarch Way Station. You may come. We have concluded our ritual for the morning. Now we are into some of our regular programming. As we begin this new year, may we reflect on the love and hope gathered in this community. The light we create by our presence, our offerings each week sustain this community and help us spread that light to others. Please remember that all cash donations not designated otherwise will go to sharing the bowl for our supported charities, the Texoma Family Shelter and the Texoma Earth Day Festival. The bowl awaits back on our table, or you may donate online.
Please join voices in our closing hymn. Life is the greatest gift of all the riches on this earth. Life and its creatures, great and small, of high and lowly birth. So treasure it and measure it with deeds of shining worth. Mind is the brightest gift of all, it's the no barrier Mars. It seeks creation's hidden plan, its quest surmounts all bars. It rains the wind, it chains the storm, it weighs the outmost stars. We are of life, its shining gift, the measure of all things. Up from the dust our temples lift, with vision soars on wings. For seed and root, for flower and fruit, our grateful spirit sings.
I invite you to remain seated for the benediction and extinguishing the chalice. We have many chalices today on the table, and so we are going to be extinguishing them similar to a birthday cake, so I'll get ready to make a wish. Today, we shared worship, formed a vessel, and found meaning together. The flashing of fire cleansing, the purification of water cleansing, the fragrant intentions of oil blessing, the lit candle of hope's blessing, the growing seed of earth's blessing. May all who are here find I'm supposed to read that? Find love is the spirit of this church. Find service is its law. Find truth in freedom. Dwell together in peace. And help one another. You gonna blow them up?
All right.
You have a big wind. Make a wish, everybody.
Got your wishes?
Join me in saying the words to extinguish our chalice.
But not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Go in peace, return in love.